Hey guys, welcome. First things first, tell me if my mic is too loud, too soft, what have you, because Windows last update really screwed with my sound, at least on the streams. While I'm waiting for that, hey Dawn, Ken, Keith, welcome. Glad you guys could make it. So, all right, thanks, Ken. So I've done a little bit of work on the cable car since last time I streamed, and there's been a lot going on since then. Painted the bottom, and I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little bit of metal flake in there. Actually, the under these bright lights, you can see the wood right through it. But cool, thanks guys. What I used on here was charcoal black. Let's see, where is it? Metallic, right there. Didn't realize until I painted the floor inside that it was metallic, but I think it worked out really well. So I've also got these to paint. These were a little bit tricky. These pull handles are going to go inside here, and actually it's going to be a... Oh, I did the lights. I was like, I looked inside here and I didn't see the wires versus how they are here on this side. This is so obvious, and this I actually did a little bit different, put the wires down into the side. But where it's supposed to go, looking at the pictures, is right about where the board is there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Might try and get in there with a pin vise, don't know for sure. But I still have to still have to paint these handles. The pull handles themselves are going to be black, a flat black, but I'm going to leave the pull. They should be cords, but I'm going to leave them as brass rods. I want to leave these pull rods as brass because I like the way it looks. So I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do tonight. Probably what I should do, and I'm a little bit ahead of myself doing it. I'm just looking to see if there's any reason why I can't. No, I think it'll be just fine. So I want to get the last of the lights into the cable car. So I'm going to cut one of these out and just see how it's going to fit on here. Once I get it on here, I'll cut the hole, run the wire down through here on both sides. Then I have to paint the wires black. Not here. I'm lost. But then I'll have to paint the wires, and then I can actually figure out how I'm going to run, or where I'm going to run the wires from the, yes, hi Howard. I saw a buck knot here, and I'm like, okay. But then I'll run the wires down to the base, which I'm going to have to start working on here pretty soon. So, first things first, I'm not going to try and cut close when I first cut it out. And I don't know why this scalpel does not feel that sharp. But it is brand new. I put it on here yesterday. I can't even remember what I was doing with it. But I needed a brand new scalpel. Oh, wait, that's what I was doing. And that's probably why it's not that sharp anymore. I need a new blade. What I did yesterday with the scalpel is Andrea did some wallpaper. She did a wallpaper border, and I cut the border loose, or cut the excess off several days after it dried. So it was a little rough on the blade, and it took a little bit of effort to get the part off that we didn't want, that was wrapped around the corner. Okay, let's see if I can hit these exact same lines again. That feels so much better. It's amazing how a dull knife you can actually feel when you're cutting something. Oh, okay. So Dash was saying he's semi not here. He says hi. He's saying hi to Keith, Ken, and Donnie, or Don, not Donnie. Also known for Don as Other Don. Okay. So we've got that. The most important thing on this is going to be lining it up with this hole. And by the way, anybody who has not heard, Howard has once again done the Santa Claus thing. And we thank you very much, Howard. That is so awesome. He bought some tools for some of us that are part of HTM. Really kind of cool. Some really nice tools. I'm not going to try and do that with the exact or with the scalpel. I'll screw it up. So very carefully. And this is hard with old bad eyes. That's one thing. The reason I went with the OcCre paints is it matches so well to the placards. Yes, thank you very much, Howard. Really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, Howard bought me my Sonic Saber. Hey, Kenneth, on your 30-minute lunch break. Well, I'm glad I can help you. You get through it. Stuck at work until 12:30. Stuck at work till 12:30 and ordered the IXO Collections box 1 through 10 of the Alpine 1600S. Very cool. Better use them or he will send the Toddfather after us. What he's talking about is he's either bought Sonic Sabers or Omnifixos for several of us. I will use it, Howard. I will use it. I should almost wait until it shows up to do the wiring on here. And if I do not get it, if I don't get that far tonight, I will probably do that. Ooh, I got that a little bit off right there. And he just bought another saber for somebody else. That's really cool. And speaking of buying things and trains and all that, it's kind of funny because I was watching the Amati, what is it? The Amati, I lost my train of thought. I'm thinking, but I can't remember the name of Orient Express. Watching it, the videos of that. Oh my God, that is a fantastic model. And my wife watched a few of them. She watched the build of the interior and she's like, you know, you should get that and build that sometime. And I said, you know how much it is? She said, how much? I said, $1,000. She's like, it's worth it. And then she found out it didn't come with the engine. It's just the sleeping car. And she's like, I'm not so sure. And I'm like, oh no. Watching that, it is really amazing. It's got huge, huge amounts of, they call it photo etch, but it is really, really thick photo etch. Ken just said, what am I going to do with a second Sonic Saber? It's easy, Ken. You find somebody and you have a sword fight with them. And then he said JJ, but he meant JK, which is just kidding. So let's see how this lines up on here. And it's not going to line up perfect on the bottom, as long as it lines up on the whole, because on the bottom, find that part. metallic pieces here. You got to part 54 of Victory and you're like, oh my God, what have you done? You'll like it, Howard. It's something to do for the next 5 to 10 years. I haven't gotten that far on the videos for it yet. I kind of watch mine in chronological order, so still waiting to get there. That's it exactly. That's it exactly there, Ken. Howard's right. You dual wield them. And Don is like, I tried to warn you. I take it 54 is where you is into the rigging. That's what it sounds like. Actually, let me see how this actually goes on. Ken said, but of course, how silly of me. So I'm just looking to see how these are actually going to mount on here. They have them going on like that. I've been going on with the gap on the top, but the only problem is it's not bent far enough here. It's not really covering what it needs to here. So it's going to go on there like that. And this will go on here. Yeah, see, there's a serious spot there that is not getting covered. So I think I might have to put this on upside down or do some grinding on it. I mean, it looks almost good. Well, maybe. That is so close. So once this is on, before I put this on, I'll have to do a little bit of touch up down here. Might shave the wood down a little bit. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I'll do. Because if I cut these pieces where they're sticking down below here, if I use the sonic saber and cut them off, that should bring this up to where it needs to be. Okay. Let me take a look at chat. Hey, Gordon. Hey, Gordon, welcome. Gordon's saying hello to everybody. Everybody's saying hello to him. Wait till you see the fine string rails. You do the bowstring. Isn't that the right term? I don't know. And good call there, Ken. I did not make copies of them yet. But you're right. I will not cut anything else off of here until I scan it. Not sure if it will, if my printer will match those colors. Some very fine, small fine details, but there's other areas they fake, like doors and stuff. The railings are where the crew stored hammocks, I believe. That's cool. I'll have to watch more of that and hopefully not lose my mind over it. Let's see, fast active glue. Paint the bumpers black. And that's the thing, is the bumpers, the way they've got them, look like they should be hitting exact. And actually, the way that it shows in the instructions, these parts here actually are sticking out further. So I've got to do some adjustment to this. So it's going to be an adventure a little bit. I'm going to cut a small hole in here so that I can get it at least pretty close. What I'm doing is first cutting an X, setting it over there because I'm trying to not be next to the tram and didn't even think about the cutting mat here. And a lot of the models that have something like this for them, they suggest that you use white glue. But when I've used white glue on paper like this, it gets saturated and it's very difficult to work with. And if you're not really careful with it, what you end up doing is actually rubbing pieces of the paper off, and it just doesn't work out very well. Part that sticks out in front of the boat, like 45 to, oh, not the foremast, I forget what that's about, bowsprit, I think it is. 45 to 54 videos are like whole rear and then the long pointy thing that goes out in the front. I mean, I'm excited to do it, but I better get it. Ornaments and carvings aplenty on the Victory. The Victory, I was looking at the pictures and I was like, what is it? I forget what the thing on the front is called. Oh, I forget what it's called. But at the bow of the ship, there's this shield, little bitty letters. Good luck, Howard. That's going to be crazy. Done before you get Parkinson's or dementia or go blind. That's a good call. There you go. That's something I'm trying to understand. The eyebrows over the gun ports, but then not on others. Some of them may be closed gun ports, but I don't think so. Yep, bowsprit is the mast that juts out in front. 3M spray adhesive to put these on. Actually, what I usually use, and it's worked really well. I've got several with paper on them like this. What I use is glue stick. As strange as it sounds, I use the glue stick and it works really well. And I just realized I don't have one sitting on the bench here, but I have them close by. Watch the guy paint that too. Better get Donnie paint worthy. Yes. Hey, Donnie, welcome. Ash called your name, or Howard called your name, and there you are. All are open except 2 for the gun ports. The eyebrows above the gun ports are ornamental. Okay. Kind of like on the Black Pearl, oh, not the Black Pearl, but the, I have it. I own it. I forget the name of it. The other ship from Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones' ship. Did you ever walk into a room and not remember why you came in there? Happens to me. Happens a lot. As you get older, these things happen. Used to keep water out. Yeah, but there's some that don't have the eyebrows. Howard is obviously talking into his phone again. Flying Dutchman, that's it. Thanks, Ken. Howard usually when he texts on the streams is talking into his phone, and his phone doesn't know how to type. Oh, well, that makes sense. It's on the front and back, not the middle. Okay, let me find glue stick. Like I said, I actually have a ton of them. I'm going over there to get them. I don't have to. I've got them in the drawer right here. Still have to remodel this place. I've got brand new furniture coming to replace some of the stuff that's in here, just to completely redo what it looks like in here. Okay, so if I line that up like that, that looks good. It looks good, just like that. Should cover both sides. Actually, Keith, I have two Flying Dutchmans in my stash. I have one from, I have the one from OcCre, and then I have a plastic one that I picked up a long time ago with the black pearl that I did a while back. And I like this purple stuff because it dries clear. If you guys like wooden models, I suggest, if you like things like this cable car, I suggest checking out the build videos of the Amati Orient Express. And I just realized maybe I should check something here first. Just want to see. That's going to be fine. Because there's some slats that are going to go here and here. They do not, this does not cover them. And if it's supposed to, it's not going to now. I suggest too, Dawn, that you do start your Constitution. I have several Constitutions, and I like them. I have not built any of the plastic ones. Okay, and that should dry just about perfect. Okay, Don, so that's where Don was talking about his Constitution, going to take several years to build. No, Eric, this is not Memorex. This is live. Going with the 1701 registry number, Don. I think you're talking about the Constitution. No, I'm actually really considering starting to sell off the plastic kits because I'm getting more and more into wooden kits. I don't, I still do some plastic kits, but I'm not sure how many I'm going to keep doing because I am loving the hell out of these wooden kits. So if I do start selling, first thing I'm going to do is talk to the guys over in HTM. Because, I'm not, if I'm selling them person to person, if I do sell a kit person to person, it will not be for an arm and a leg that I'll get on eBay because you guys are my friends and my family. But I also know what I have, and I'm heading into retirement. That could be helpful. And who was it? I don't remember. I forgot again who said, I have enough kids for like 41 years. Spaceships, to who among my friends can build them in great detail? That's right. I forgot. I did not sand that one yet. This one, this corner or this piece here, I forgot to do any of the putty a while back. Guess it's time to start up a plastic kit rescue service to claim unloved plastics. Cylon Raider. I might have one or three of them, but there are certain ones I'm not going to get rid of. I'll tell you that right now, because some of them I really enjoy having them, and I'm the first person to tell people to say that I participate in all three of the facets. I want to say assets. The facets of this hobby. One being building, one being collecting, and one being displaying. That is true, Don. I have considered model shipways. Oh, never mind. Sorry, Keith was asking, but that's one of the things I've considered too, except for they're not going to give you much of anything. Model Expo does buy stashes, but not mine. Flancon bulkhead 4-footer. Very nice. Okay. There it is. It's right in front of me. Wow. Chat's going over on Discord. Actually, just because, let me see. Yes. Dave, someday, hopefully we can get him back on the streams. I just took a quick look at Discord just to see what's out there. There's been many conversations on there today. We'll leave it at that. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm going to be painting the strip around the top here, the magenta the burgundy that is around on the sides of the tram. But I want to not have to do much touch up. I already got to do a little bit of touch up here on the bluish gray, a little bit here. But I'm going to try and avoid having to do more touch up than the bare minimum. I have done kits before where I do a little bit of a touch up, and then I go over where I meant to, so I touch up the other color and back and forth, and I end up, by the time I finally say enough, I'm done, I've got 4 or 5 kits. I looked up at the chat. I've got 4 or 5 coats of paint on this one little spot between 2 colors. That happened a lot on my Titanic when I built it many, many years ago. Okay, so let me cut this here. Always hate cutting on a model after I've painted it. The Model Expo kit was half off. Yes, it was. As a matter of fact, I saw an email today. Model Expo might still have that sale going. saw an email when I was at work on my phone that said that they were carrying it on for another day. Yeah, it's still going. It's still going, and they will probably keep saying that they're extending it another day. That they're extending it another day for probably the next 3 or 4 days, because it is actually, dopey me, I'm thinking President's Day is later on, but I'm thinking the actual Washington's birthday, not President's Day, which was it yesterday? Yeah, today's Tuesday. I always think of Washington and Lincoln's birthday as separate because I miss those days when I got 2 days off instead, one for each. That's an idea. I might do that. Although I don't think I would do all the kids, and it wouldn't be that I start my own charity, because that's a whole nother headache. I'm heading into retirement. I might find out if there are veterans organizations here that participate in that. That is a really good idea. And I have actually done a little bit of that with the Eric that used to be part of Hobby Time Modelers. He and I started Hobby Time Modelers together, and I used to sell to him kits at way down rock bottom prices. He could not get them for anywhere for as cheap as I was selling them to him. And then we had one deal. He was going to buy a kit from me, and I held on to it. We talked about it. We made the deal in August. He said, yeah, don't send it to me until I get you the money, and rolled along up to his birthday. And I said, okay, I told his wife what I had done, that I sent him that kit for his birthday. And I said, I want pictures. They did one better. They actually videoed it. They posted it on Facebook for just me. And I was like, that is so cool, because he just was blown away. Oh, Models for Heroes is a UK only. I wonder if there's something here. If there's something here like that with the VA. I mean, I'm right at I'm literally at a Air Force base here. I work on the base, live 6 miles away. There should be something. There's one, but Models for Hero. Models for Vets. I wonder. Let me just do a real quick Google. Actually, it looks like it is Models for Troops here in the States. But not positive. I'd have to look. I just pulled it up on Facebook. And the website is not there, so it looks like it might be an old Facebook group. Used to give kits to the co-workers' kids when the pandemic started. Either that or the VA hospital. I think there is one around here too. Just some ideas, because, and not sure how many I would send that way, because it's quite an investment that I've got in this plastic. I don't mean to be selfish, but I've got probably tens of thousands of dollars into them, and I've actually thought about it, and if I should pass before my wife and those kits are still here, that's actually kind of a nest egg for her. But I'll consider it. Might give some away, get some good karma. Let's see. And I'm off screen. And I will do my best to not leave this tape on for weeks and weeks and weeks. I have done that before. Not on a wooden kit, but on other kits, and it does really ugly things to plastic and the paint from a Enterprise D from, at the time, Eagle Moss. Wow, up to 10 viewers. Very cool. Appreciate you guys watching. Okay, let me cut around here. Probably not perfect cutting. Yeah, there's a little bit of blue there. Just a slight spot there. I might go back and touch that up. Note to self, blade only cuts when the cutting side is towards the part or the tape you're trying to cut. I just tried to cut and the blade was up instead of down. Since I'm masking anyway. Oh, go ahead, Donnie. Send me the Defiant and I'll finish masking it up. I will use the Jordan method. I do have some of the press-on saran tape, saran wrap. I'll just press that stuff on the whole model, be done. So, yes, thanks, Don. Remember the like button, please. I appreciate it. Helps the channel out. And oh, by the way, since the last time I streamed, I have passed 1,000 subs, which is really cool. Haven't reached the actual full monetization where you guys get hit with commercials and things like that, which I don't think I'll turn on anyway because I don't have 4,000 hours of view time. But that's okay. There's Donnie where Donnie asked me to mask a Defiant. Although to give away to veterans who have probably never built a model, or in case of my coworkers' kids, you need to give them easy ones. That is true. So many panels. Thanks, Ken. And also, he's not here, but congratulations to Jordan. He hit 500. Actually, he hit 544, I think, the last time we heard on Sunday, which is very cool. Oh, I only have one refit, but that would be a great idea. I do have a refit, though. I just need to get back onto it. Okay, we get this one. And I need to build my Defiant sometime. Let's see if we can keep from missing or keep from taking the tape off the wood. There we go. That is beautiful. You guys probably didn't see it when I did it the first time, but that is a beautiful spot. Right there, I had a little bit of the wood sticking out. Just that. Okay. Let me see. That should be dry. Don't get on the refit. You'll break it. I won't break it. The only reason I stopped on my refit was because I got really upset about the video and or light and sound card that I got. There are much better ones out there now. I am probably still going to use the one that I was working with. And the problem was, about a week after I got it, I mocked it up a little, put some lights on it, and it worked, and then suddenly it didn't, and the guy gave me a lot of grief and heartache, and $250 setup, which is cheap these days. By the time everything was said and done, he had gotten the board reprogrammed, sent it back to me, and he refunded all my money. Still not a guy you want to ever deal with. Still up to building refits later this year? I will be. Once I get, especially once I actually go on, my admin leave. Once I go on admin leave and I am basically retired, I'll be doing models all the time. Donnie says he is ready to do it. Come on, play nice. Don says Viking funerals in the future. Nah, I have never burnt a model. I've thrown a couple away, but never burnt them. Howard's mom is trying to watch a little bit. Hey, Mom, hope you're doing better. Ken said hello to her as well. Donnie says he has the refit board for the tenor controls board for the refit. That's the thing, is the board I have, I probably will have to use, because I have my shuttle bay done, and if I remember right, I've got lights, the lights that go doot, 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 doot. And they make that sound. Yes, they do. Yes, Don is absolutely right. Get better, Mom. Have got some refit loaves of Victory, Black Pearl Flying Dutchman, and a shit ton else. So the question is, which bread loaves do you have, Howard? Because I still have that one that we talked about way back when that I need to ship you. Or ship it to Donnie. Yes, Donnie, we do plot against you occasionally. But you knew that. Oh, that's not good. I just set this blade off to the side and picked up. It was sitting in here, and I picked it up and dropped it. So let me walk across the room and put it in my sharps container. You can hear me getting further and further away, but I'm raising my voice so you can actually hear me. And I'm back. Tenor controls board does the lights. I might have to look into that, because I don't remember if I've got the lights in or not. I think I do, but we'll have to see. I will not be burning anything unless it's by accident. Make a Woody out of other Don. Yes, we must make Donnie build wooden kits, because once you build the first one, all but that one. Oh, cool. So you've got all but that one. Very cool. But once you build a wooden kit, a lot of times you do not go, well, like me, I go back, but you don't stay back. Okay. So let's put a little bit of paint in here. And this may seem odd, but my brush toilet, guys who've seen it know what I'm talking about, has water in it. And so I just grab some water out of it to dilute the paint a little bit with. Mix it a little bit. Want to get back to the Rocket. Rocket is a good kit. Donnie says he's too old to play with his wood anymore. Donnie, you're never too old. You're never too old to play with wood. This is going to require at least 2 coats. Right now, I'm just going to do the front side. Needs to be a little bit underneath the edge here too, but I want to get it on here first. Did not primer the metal. That may be a mistake. Definitely is a mistake. So I'm going to have to go back and prime those pieces. Oh no, don't do that. Okay. I was right on the edge and I was afraid that I was running paint down onto the gray. And I think part of the problem is that I've thinned this too much. That's okay. We can do a thin coat first. That'll make the second coat take better. It's almost like, I mean, I know it is a different type of wood, but it's almost like it does not want to take the paint the way that this did. Again, I'm off camera. We'll have to see, or I'll have to see, because by the time it dries, we'll be off the stream. But I'll have to see how well this dries, how well it actually coats. Because sorry, lost train of thought there. I did. Hang on. Q-tip. Nope, I'm gonna have to re-hit that with white. That's right. Don is absolutely right. You're never too old to play with wood. He's older. Listen to us. I'm older than you are, Donnie, so you have to listen to us. Pay attention to your elders. Way too much. Do not want it to seep up underneath the tape. There's the thing. Donnie paints figures. He wouldn't know what to do with brush painting anything bigger than a figure. Yeah, there's too much water. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? There it is. So let me see if I can thicken it back up a little bit. I'll do a little bit on the other side instead. And remember not to set it down on its side now. That's better. Yeah, thinned it out too much. This is still a little bit thin, but it's not as bad. There went Discord. Somebody said something. Wonder if it was important. No, I don't mean figure. I mean figure. Ian does figures. I do figures. Damn it. Did it again. Note to self, next time tape over the white as well. Be painting little happy trees next. You know, the funny thing is, I was never a senior master sergeant, which he was, but I was a first sergeant, which he also was. Bob Ross was in the Air Force. He was a senior master sergeant, which is an E8, and he was a first sergeant, which is what I like to call an Air Force issue dad. And I think that's part of the reason he went on to do what he did later on in life, was because it was less stressful than what he had done active duty. is playing dad for 150 yahoos that are doing their best to do stupid crap can get to you. Thicken that up a little bit and it looks much better. I like watching Bob Ross too. I still watch him occasionally. Very calm. And, you know, that's the reason I do this. Is I enjoy it. Even when it gets, when things are frustrating, I still enjoy this so much. Just building the model kits, painting them. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be retiring because I wouldn't have anything to do. And I refuse to be one of those people that as soon as they retire, drops dead. That's why I have plenty to do. That second coat is looking really good. Let me see if it does a little bit better on that. It does. And dopey me, I remember watching some of Penny's videos where she finally figured out to stop thinning the paint because it works just fine straight out of the bottle. I mean, look at that. Over the metal. So there is a streak. I was looking at it from a different spot. The second coat here on the side should work out just perfect. Hang on, let me see. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Back in a bit ago, Howard said he wanted to get back on the rocket. Donnie said he's too old to play with his wood. Don said, you're never too old. Donnie said, you mean figure. You guys, and Howard said, you guys saying you're too old, like Todd's saying he's too old to play with laser tag. Get off your ass and move, damn it. That's why farmers live so long unless they go through a piece of farm equipment. Well, don't do that. Do not do that. Do not go through a piece of farm equipment. Ken said Donnie is a figure of it. Is it a figure of a tigger? Actually, not a figure. That wouldn't be a figure of a tigger. It'd be a, where'd it go? Figure of a tigger. It'd be a figure of a tiger because tigger is D-I-double-G-er. Don said that I'll be painting happy little trees. Donnie said that figures. Don said they enjoyed watching Bob Ross. And he is on YouTube, even though he passed. I smurfing know what you mean, Donnie Smurf. Yes, Ken, a figure of a tiger. Exactly. T-I-double-G-er. We should give everyone names. Buck would be Naked Smurf. Todd would be Brady Smurf. Ken would be Generous Smurf. Ian would be, yeah. Hey, Trek Mods, welcome. Or Jody, sorry. Everybody's saying hey to Jody. Sometimes I forget how to speak. So I'm going to paint until I run out of paint, and then we're going to call this the stream. Because I always do about an hour. When I am fully retired, then I'll do more. Hopefully this is not bleeding under that tape too awfully bad. That is one thing about brush painting versus airbrush. I don't think brush painting bleeds near as much as an airbrush because it doesn't push on the tape, it doesn't lift it up. sometime. Won't be tomorrow. Won't be till Friday probably that I get back to this. Oh, that's bad. The tape is not quite all the way down to the edge here. I'll deal with it after this, after I peel the tape. I'll see how much of the blue I have to redo. I say blue, you guys probably say gray. It is a blue gray that they gave me. I thought about painting these pieces before I put them on, but I prefer letting the glue soak into the wood and actually bond it better. So just like I always do, I started doing multiple things tonight, and I finished nothing. But I got a little ways on some stuff. Let's see. Get started on that a little bit. A little bit more here, and so I'm going to clean the brush. And I would bring over the brush toilet, but it spills everywhere when I do move it. Okay, let me clean this real quick. And then we'll catch up on comments and go from there. Okay, so Jody's taking a break from the desk for a bit. Very cool. I am at my desk, so, and actually when I join streams and when I watch things, I usually am at my desk. It's just I don't get anything done while I'm chatting. Yeah, Donnie's too good for us wood players. He's going with alternate options. Howard said Jody. Jody said hey to Howard. You mean airbrushing? You mean airbrushing doesn't bleed as much? No, I mean that airbrushing bleeds more because it can push up underneath the tape. And Don, yes, I have thought about bringing the Kalea back. I will once I'm done with the cable car. I will bring the Kalea back. We'll fix that hull. We'll get everything straight. I may not positive, but I might pull everything off because watching videos and everything, I realized where my biggest problem is I just did one straight piece across. Not the best way to plank. Victory is no airbrushing as far as I can see. Slap the paint on. Yes, it is. As I do, or I don't. As one does. Am I going to build the Victory or Constitution on the stream? The Constitution coming from Agora very likely will end up on a stream. Poor Goofy is yet again getting smothered by clutter. Yes, he is. Now, is Goofy somewhere on screen? I don't see him. I know he's right here. Oh, by the way, did anybody hear the cat? The cat is waving. I brought the cat back over. Turn the pressure down. Yeah, I don't, honestly, Donnie, I don't airbrush as much as I should. I will soon. You guys have a desk? I need a bench. I actually am rearranging, and when I rearrange, it will be a completely different setup because right now, over to my left, over here is one bench. I've got this bench. This is a 3-by-6 foot bench with a butcher block top. I have two of them. The other one I'm going to put over there and face that wall. And actually, I'm going to put the camera in front of me to so that I can go either down at the bench or put myself on there. No, Goofy is the one that's building a model. Yes, indeed. Oops. Wouldn't you need to build the Constitution like most of your part works for Agora? I'm not sure yet how they're gonna want me to do it. Whether they're gonna want me to do it on videos or, you know, how they're gonna expect it. I think if they let me run it the way I want to, they'll probably let me do it on streams, because once I am no longer working, I will probably do 2, 3, and 4 hour streams. So a lot will get done. Yes. Need the ticking cat bomb. And for those of you who've never seen the ticking cat bomb, there's my ticking cat bomb. He has a solar cell. So anytime the lights are on, he waves in here. And he has been waving on my bench for 12 years. My wife bought, or no, 13 years. My wife bought him for me when we were in California. She bought one for her, one for me. I don't know where hers is. I don't think she does. But he's on my bench all the time. He's one of my many mascots. Your kitty. No, because it's not quiet enough. You're right. I keep talking. Basics. Yeah, Amazon Basics computer desk and cheap Walmart table. Actually, a couple of my benches are recycled computer tables as we've gotten newer ones. Maybe I should get one and maybe decide to get bold to be on stream so I can have we can have two ticking kitties. Do it, Dash. Do it. We want you on the stream. At least I do. We should call him Ian since he loves him so much. We should. But with that, guys, I am going to call it a stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Got a little bit of work done. I need to actually start doing longer streams because I don't get very much done in an hour. And like I said, once I am no longer working, it may be something that I do like Tuesday 6 to 9, 3 hours, like kind of like what Jordan does. Jody said, mine is made of an old gamer. That's half a kitchen tabletop. Absolutely. Thanks, Don. Sorry, Donnie. You should have got here sooner. Super solid. Yes. These two are extremely. And last comment, Howard says they need my benches. They'll have heavy ass tops because it's bowling alley flooring. Well, that's cool. So you should do a 3 hour stream tonight. No, Donnie. But that's all I'm going to do for tonight, guys. I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, like, subscribe. Those of you who are not on the live stream, please leave a comment. Please leave a like, subscribe, or consider it. And so I will say, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video or stream.
Model mania, hard work models, plastic modeling, wooden models. Workman's model mania, hard work models, plastic modeling, wooden models.